Hello, it's Mark Barrett here, and I thought I would do this short video to introduce myself and talk about what makes our firm, RiverView Portfolio Limited, so different. You'll notice on my own qualifications, I'm a fellow of the Chartered Institute of Management Accountants, and also have the second qualification, which is primarily an American-based qualification that allows me to advise clients around the world. You'll see from this front screen that there are 6 offices recorded. There's actually a 7th that we were in the process of trying to get established before COVID happened. That was our Bristol office. We've got a large client base in Bristol, which I'm pleased to say. But of course, we've not opened that office during this last period. You'll see that 2 professional qualifications are referred to at the bottom of the screen there. These are CIMA, which is my own personal institute, and the ACCA, the Chartered Certifieds. We are a training company, so we're recognized by both of these institutes, as well as the AAT, as being a training company. We'll start off, if we may, with an introduction to me, and then bring into that why we're so different from other accountants. I qualified in 1984. At the age of 27, I was appointed as the finance director of an international company. It's a German company operating in the UK. By the age of 29, I was the finance director of a PLC and floated the first client company on the 3rd market up the stock exchange before I was 30. I started my own practice focusing on the international corporate clients. Of course, people like Coca-Cola, Saks Fifth Avenue, etc. didn't engage us as their number crunching accountants. Our role was we were solving problems, which we have been very successful at doing, to the extent I tried to retire at 42. What a daft idea. I lasted literally 6 weeks before I was so bored I had to come back out of retirement. So having returned after the 6-week gap, the business has been focused on the micro and SME market. Yes, we still have corporate clients, but our focus is the micro and SME market. So basically, businesses up to 5, 6, 7 million, all the way from startups. And it's great fun to work with new entrepreneurs and to use my experience, skill, and knowledge to help them thrive. And as we've developed a team, it's this focus on helping businesses perform and solve their problems rather than just doing the number crunching. Yes, the annual accounts have to be done, but that's not the primary focus. Rather than just being number crunchers, our whole team have the drive to help our clients, and that's what creates the excellent reputation that the team has earned. So what is our philosophy? What is the underlying rationale of why we're so different? Now, we will have all seen mission statements. They're usually some gobbledygook. I'm delighted to say that the mission statement of our firm wasn't written by the directors. It was written by the staff themselves. I'm going to share with you now the mission statement, and I'm going to draw your attention to a few specific words in there, which frankly underline why we are so different. So there is the mission statement that the staff wrote for themselves. Have a read of that, but let me just draw your attention to a few different words there. Look at the words care, enthusiasm, dedication. This is the staff talking about how they do their work. The part that I really relish is the few words before that. It is personally delivered, and our colleagues within the firm really treat the work that they do for their clients personally. You'll often have a conversation with our team and they are referring to my client. It's not just another number, another client on the list. These are accountants who are taking their responsibility to their clients very seriously and very personally. That mission statement says a lot, but that's fine. But how do we deliver that to our clients? So let's talk about how we deliver this benefit to clients. According to the Institute, some 97% of all accountants believe that their task is to produce the annual accounts and file the tax returns. It's absolutely essential that this work is done, but realistically, it's looking over your shoulder, it's looking backwards. What has happened? What is the tax bill? You should know this. You know whether you've had a good year or a bad year, whether your life has been tough or not. It really isn't helping you, the client, in your business. It's just a piece of work which, frankly, it's almost being done for the benefit of the tax office and compliance activity. It has to be done. I'm not making light of it, but it doesn't deliver the real value. So it is just a number crunch. So we would encourage our clients to always take the second of the 4 steps. And the second step is that we will be management accounting. Again, a bit buzzy, isn't it, to say that? But what does it mean? It means using the numbers during the year that your business is working to. Your accounts are like a book. You're meant to be able to read the accounts, and it's like a story being talked about your business. You should be able to recognize it, and you can actually recognize your business from your numbers and what the figures are looking like month by month. And like all good books, there are nice parts of the book and not so nice parts of the book. And nice parts are things are going really well. You can see an opportunity. Good. Exploit the opportunity. The not nice parts are, that's not working very well. There's a bit of a hiccup going there. It's not really flowing properly. Good. Fix it. You've identified it in the year, real time, fix it. Manage your threats, manage your opportunities. So that is the second step that we would encourage all clients to engage with us to do. The third step. Now, the third step is tax planning and management. Tax is a cost like every other cost in your business. You manage your phone bill. Why don't you manage your tax bill? Use the numbers that you've got through the year, through the management accounting, to manage your tax bill. But now we're in a situation that we can actively, and there's the word, actively manage tax. So we want to keep more of your cash in your pocket, and obviously that will only be done legitimately. There's no way that as a firm we would ever countenance any client stepping beyond the boundaries. But by using your numbers through the year, by active tax management, you will keep more of your cash in your pocket. And finally, what's the fourth step? The fourth step is development of your strategy plan. What happens here, and it's an area where I personally enjoy doing, and if you think back to having introduced myself as a planner, I'm a fixer of problems, let's identify where your business is going to get to. When do you want to get there? How do you want to get there? What do you want things to look like? Now let's develop a plan and implement that plan. Not just numbers, not just words on a page, but physically implement these plans so that we can help you. And by taking all 4 steps, we can actively help you to move your business from survive to thrive. These are the 4 steps that we would encourage all clients to go through. Now, I know some clients, when they join us, they might want to start at step 1, and they get our active advice and support, but they're not using numbers during the year. Without the numbers during the year, we can't get involved in the active tax management. And they're not really working to a strategy plan. They're just sort of pushing on with the business. But we would encourage clients to engage with all 4 steps. So having introduced myself and talked about the team, let's look at the team and how the team is structured. Well, first of all, those of you that know me know that I'm a grey-haired man. Please understand, I never call them grey hairs. They're called wisdom highlights. That comes with age, you get some wisdom. There's 48, 49 team members now in the company. You see a picture of us there. I do like dressing up. I do like going out to these parties. And this is actually the party when Daniel Farthing was promoted to managing director. My role became chairman. You'll see Daniel standing to my left. He's actually to the left of my beautiful wife. If you see Daniel out and about, yep, he's the man with a pint of Guinness in his hand. A brilliant accountant, brilliant strategist, brilliant MD of our firm. You'll see the young lady who's standing on the right-hand side of me in that picture. That's Shannon. And that was actually the same event where she was promoted up to director. Of the 48, 49 staff, I think we've now got about 10 of us who are over 45. It's a very young team. These people operate with passion. As part of a training company, what we do is we deliver that training that I referred to on the first slide to our young accountants. And when these young accountants show us their passion, we might then extend ourselves into new areas. Before I talk about some of these new areas, there's only a few I'm going to deal with today. Who are the clients that should work with us? They're the businesses that want more than just a number cruncher as their accountant. They want a firm of accountants that actively helps them. And you'll see the logo that we've been using for a few years. I think we're about to change that now, but we are the accountants that help drive your business performance. We don't just measure it. Now, having said that we have some specializations, let's review some of those. And these are all built upon passions. Passion and the word and accountant aren't usually used in the same sentence. Our accountants act and operate personally with care, enthusiasm, and dedication. They have passion. Obviously, it's me that's making this introduction. I'm sure that when Daniel does his version of this, he will have some different images on the bottom here. These are some of my passions. Again, those of you that know me know that I'm heavily involved with property. I've been involved with property now for 25, 26 years. So it's one of my passions. I love it. I understand it. And yes, people do recognize me as an expert on property. You'll have also remember from my first slide that my background was always in international accounting. So I've always been working with the non-residents. Hence, it's entirely appropriate that with all of my years of experience, I have a passion to work with our expat community. Now, our expats could well be Brits who are abroad and want to come back. Could be Brits that are investing back here. Could be a Brit that's going abroad. Could be a non-resident, non-Brit who's coming to the UK, or indeed is investing in the UK. These are all the areas that I like to work with. The third area is intellectual property. Again, referring back to one of the earlier slides, if we're getting involved early stage with your strategy planning, let us get involved with developing an intellectual property message. There is an accounting and tax benefit here, but we will explain that if we're getting involved in your strategy before your business is actually up and running. One of our newer businesses, and again, within our passion, and it's a passion for Daniel, Shannon, and myself, and Steve, who's now director designate. This is all-star accounting. This is where we look after performance artists. Now, you could be soccer player, concert pianist, singer, author, where you are personally delivering of your professional and unique skills. This is an area that we have a specialism in within the firm, and we enjoy working with them. And the final specialization I'm going to talk about now, which is crypto. An awful lot of my expats and property and the performance artists are all likely to be considering, at least, if not involved with crypto. It's a new area. It's exciting for us. It's exciting for the team. I've got team members who are passionate about this and work with us, and will take this into the future. Obviously, at this stage, the taxes are all a bit unknown. I think the government's making it up as it goes along. We'll see what comes out through various court cases, which they're bound to be on the passage of time. So that's a whistle-stop tour, introduction to me, introduction to the company. I hope it's been interesting. Final slide. There's my contact details. You'll see that the first phone number, 01249, is our head office. I personally work out of the Newbury office, which is the 01635 number. If you've got any questions, do feel free to email. We can't deliver professional advice to a non-client, but we'll always try to get your feet firmly placed onto the right path to move you forward if we can, without stepping over that boundary that we're not allowed to go beyond. So thank you for listening to this short video. Bye now.